In this video, we'll be talking about the step-by-step process to buy property in Abuja. Number one, you need to know your purpose. You need to define the reason you're buying this property. Because when you know your purpose, it will help you determine the kind of properties you want to buy and the location you target. For example, if you're buying property for the purpose of investment, you're buying the house or the land for the purpose of investment, the kind of investment you're going into will determine the kind of location you will buy. If you're trying to go into short-let business, you already know it's not every location in Abuja that is good for short-let business. If you are trying to buy the property to resell later in the future, you look at locations that appreciate very fast. You don't buy everywhere in Abuja. You don't just jump on an advert because it has a juicy offer and you buy the property. You need to know if this property aligns with your purpose or the reason you are buying this property. So number two, you need to know your budget. How much do you have? What is the maximum amount you're willing to spend on a particular property? For example, you cannot be desiring property in Maitama, whereas your budget is 100 million. 100 million cannot get a property in Maitama. You only rent property in Maitama with 100 million naira, but you cannot use 100 million naira to buy property in Maitama. But there are key locations you can buy property with that 100 million naira that will give you high return on investment in the future. You also need to ask questions. For example, you'll see an estate plot selling it for 5 million naira and you decide to jump on it because your budget is 5 million naira. You need to ask this one question. What are the hidden charges? You need to know the agency fee. You need to know the legal fee. You need to know the infrastructure fee. You need to know all these things to know if it aligns with your budget. Because some people have maximum of 5 million naira to spend. And after paying for that land, they discover they have extra 5 million naira to pay for the land. A lady told me how she bought a property for 500,000 naira. And they told her to pay 5 million naira for infrastructure, for admin fee, for agency fee, for legal fee, etc. These are the things you need to ask questions to know if this particular plot aligns with your budget. So know your budget, and when you know your budget, ask the right questions. In my next video, I'll be talking about other process you need to follow before buying a property in Abuja.